Okay, so what everyone's been waiting for, the lovely format. So I am going to hand it over to Kat, and you guys are going to see what you're in for just phase one.
All right. Are you all ready? Probably not. Let's see here. Okay. Let me share my screen real fast. All right. So fair warning, my Canva crashed last night in the middle of making this. So I hope that it all looks okay, but it looked much better the first time, I will say. So here we go. I know a lot of you are pretty new to our game here, so I did want to just kind of point out who we are, and why we take what we do like so seriously, or I guess not seriously, but why we're so passionate about it. So we kind of, Cass came up with this idea after playing a couple of orgs and watching a couple of orgs. And I know myself and her both have been booted toward the end, even though we were pretty deserving players because of threat level. And we were really tired of seeing people float. So we did this. You can't float. We kind of find ourselves prioritizing, I guess, 5 different things that we build this whole org on. That is adaptability of a player, the competitive edge, or like your competition skill. And we do try to find different ways. We understand everyone has different competition strengths. Like if you give me a jigsaw puzzle, it'll take me literally 3 years. But if you give me a slide, I could get it done probably in 30 seconds. So it's fine. Social game, obviously a huge piece, hence the social rankings everyone was doing. Strategy or strategic gameplay, you got to be smart to make it to the end. And redemption, that is not something that you see in other orgs, but it is a twist that we had brought into this org. It is kind of where we really tie everything from the org world back into the Jigsaw philosophy, and where whenever like we get stuck on something, we're like, okay, but how do we bring this back to this philosophy? So we'll keep going. Puzzle pieces. I've already kind of prefaced this, but I want to kind of just do this at the beginning. Puzzle pieces are a really important part of the game. You're going to need a puzzle piece in order to move on to phase 3. So if you paid attention to my teasers, you saw that there were 11 puzzle pieces. That means that 11 of you will be making it on to phase 3. And currently there's 28 of you. So you do the math on that one. Once you have a puzzle piece, you cannot be nominated by the Puppet Master. Puppet Master is basically the HOH here. However, you can still be thrown into elimination if you are bottom socially ranked. What happens if somebody with a puzzle piece goes home? Our favorite phrase around here is fuck around and find out. So we won't tell you what happens in that case, and you'll just have to wait and see if it happens. So phase 1 is redemption. Typically we do this in phase 2, but we decided to start torturing all of you a little early. We are giving you all a freebie for today, but we will be assigning all of these things that I'm about to explain tonight. So if you remember in your applications, you all labeled yourself as a liar, a cheater, or a snake. So if you labeled yourself as a liar, you're going to have your vote publicly revealed at the end of each cycle. Like I said, tonight is a freebie. Tomorrow, starting then, that's what it is. Cheaters are going to be given a disadvantage. at the start of every single Puppet Master competition. Snakes are, you're only allowed to be in one alliance chat at a time. That means that if you want, you could toggle, but you cannot be in more than one. So people are going to know that you're in more than one, essentially. So yeah, that's that. So let's talk about how each cycle is going to run. Each cycle is going to start. Every night will be a cycle. So we'll do a full cycle every single night. We do not have any nights of double cycles. So Puppet Master is going to be that first competition. We'll be playing it in the bucket room. I think that you guys have limited access to it right this second, but I will be fixing that before the end of the night because tonight we won't be using that channel. So Puppet Master, whoever wins that first competition, will be putting 2 players up for elimination. That player cannot nominate any players who are currently holding a puzzle piece, nor can they nominate that night's top socially ranked player. We're not revealing who the top socially ranked player is unless it happens to come up. So, err with caution. The player that each nominee ranked last in that cycle's social rankings will also be up for elimination. So there's going to be 4 players that are up for elimination every single night. If the 2 nominees happen to have the same bottom ranked player, then the person who is that top socially ranked player will be naming the additional 4th nominee. So in this lovely example graphic that Hannah made, if Cass was to win Puppet Master and she was to nominate Hannah and Rachel because they threats, then if Hannah and Rachel then would be up for elimination. If Hannah ranked Sid last, then Sid would also be up for nomination. And if Rach ranked me last, jealous of my hair or something, I don't know, then I would also be up. So that's how you get the 4. Are there any questions on this piece?
I have a question.
Yes.
What are the Hannah's last ranked person was Cass?
Oh, I have an answer for that.
Oh.
If either of the 2 nominees named by the Puppet Master have listed the current Puppet Master or the player with the top overall social rank, the player, sorry, not they, they being the Puppet Master or that top social overall ranked player, whatever, they have the choice of whether they would like to be at risk or not.
Now, why would they want to be at risk?
If they choose to be at risk, in hopes of getting their puzzle piece, then they will be at risk just like every other player that was in that nomination. If they choose to not be at risk, it will default to the next lowest socially ranked player. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, it does.
Any other questions before we jump into what happens after we have our noms? No? All right, let's keep it moving. So after we have our nominees, we move into what is called our antidote comp. It'll only be the 4 at-risk players that get to play in the antidote competition. Winner of this competition will secure their safety, more or less, and it will also give them a chance at a puzzle piece. As we've already stated, puzzle pieces are necessary to move to phase 3, so at some point you're going to want to be at risk in this game. Votes to save. So after the antidote comp, there'll be 3 remaining at-risk players. Those 3 players are going to go into a vote to save. Every single player will vote for a vote to save. So that includes nominees, that includes top social rank, that includes Puppet Master. That being said, in the event of a tie, that's like, I love this this part. I'm so mean. In the event of a tie, that cycle's Puppet Master, top socially ranked player, and the winner of the antidote comp must unanimously agree which of those three to save. If they're unable to unanimously agree, then those three are going to be the three at risk, and we will revote. Player saved by the vote will also have a chance at the puzzle piece. Any questions on this? No? Okay. So how do you get a puzzle piece? In phase 1, it's going to be a puzzle piece face-off. So the player who survives that vote and the player who won their safety are going to go head-to-head for a puzzle piece. Each player can remove one of these 5 options that's off on the side. And then we will spin a wheel. So tonight, there will be 3 options on that wheel. Tomorrow, there will be 2 options on the wheel. The next night, there will just be the 1 option. And then after that, we'll be wheeling them off. So we want to make sure everyone gets a fair shot. So we figured that allowing you guys to at least remove a single option would be the best case scenario. Whoever wins a puzzle piece, head-to-head or face-off challenge will get those. Once one of these has been used, you cannot use it again. So if whoever is going for a puzzle piece tonight picks luck, I don't know why you'd start with luck, but if you're feeling lucky and that's what you want to do, then luck will be off moving forward. Questions on the puzzle piece face-off? All right. Questions overall to everybody. Now that we've gone through the format. I will open up the format channel also momentarily. That way you guys can all read it, but I have to wait till I'm done sharing my screen.
It's already open.
Oh, is it? Somebody already fixed it? Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
all
I
right.
just